hours and 51 minutes. Give moment, por favor. Resolution the fuck out on both. That is the sound of us being live. Yesterday, God, it was Memorial Day. Barbecues. I was working on this motherfucker, I believe. Right here. Now he's done. I'm starting to wonder if the lens on my camera is a little smudged. Give a second. First of all, there's a little obstruction here. Take care of that. Yeah. Everything should be in order. And so we shall continue doing exactly that which I should be doing anyway. Working on this. This is from, again, Swords and Dragons. You're listening to the file select theme from Swords and Dragons, which is more or less complete. The song, rather. There's a demo version of it available on my SoundCloud. It's not great. There's a lot of things that are missing from it. But it's there. You can listen to how, from where it evolved to where it evolved to and fro. I have been considering for a moment, maybe I should write a ballet, just for the hell of it, you know? I don't know a lot of colleagues that have written ballets. And I feel like all the people who would be writing ballets these days, they'd be writing them so traditionally. And if they're not doing it traditionally, then they're going to be combining it with modern elements, which I am in favor of. Problem, however, is the modern elements they're likely to include would be the ones that are most prevalent in the current zeitgeist, which means hip-hop, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy quite a bit. I'm a big fan of MF Doom. I like some of Kanye's stuff. Even though Jesus Walks is my jam by Kanye. His beat tape from 1992. Mwah! Good shit. But I digress. The thing about that genre is, while I enjoy listening to it, it doesn't necessarily speak to me personally, which of course makes sense because it's not written for folks like me. Folks like me are much more interested in the psychedelic and the cerebral, into exploring worlds unseen, or maybe they are kind of seen in our day-to-day lives. That doesn't matter. What matters is that I want to hear music that speaks to me personally. Which is why you don't really get a whole lot of me seeking out hip-hop all that much. I'm sure there's a few artists in the genre that would appeal to me greatly. Unfortunately, I don't want to go into the realm of nerd rap. That just, at that point, it defeats everything. It defeats the whole purpose of why I would go there, because now it becomes a gimmick. And you just don't do that. So instead, I'd be looking towards the direction of dungeon synth and psych rock and whatnot. I'd like to see a ballet written with those genres in mind. Who better to do it than King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard? No. John Dwyer? No. Jim Kirkwood? No. Actually, all of those would be great first starts for exactly what I'd want. Let's get Matt Pike to orchestrate a ballet. I know a lot of people probably think, ballet, this is so femme. First of all, have you not heard Battle on the Ice by Sergei Prokofiev? Holy shit, is that an intense song. Hold on, we're putting on these Russian ballet motherfuckers, composers. I tell you what, Battle on the Ice. I'm hearing some buzzing noise. It's throwing me off. But anyway. Here's Battle on the Ice by Sergei Prokofiev. It's good. I like it. It's one of my favorites. I refer to it all the time when I'm trying to make music, because this is just such a masterpiece of fury and might and power. Supreme power. Yeah. an era called neoclassical, which kind of takes it back. I remember they took it back in such a way where it's like everything was stripped down, and I'm looking for my dictionary right now. Give me a moment. Un moment. I have to do some navigating here for a sec. Because the definition of ballet in this dictionary actually kind of pertains to exactly, or it alludes to exactly that which I'm about to tell you about in terms of neoclassical. And it's this following definition: a wash, ballast, ballet. A theatrical presentation of ballet, dancing performed to music and presenting a story, idea, or mood, usually with costumes and scenery. So, neoclassical ballet completely ditches the story, but it keeps ideas and moods present. They also get rid of, the scenery and the costume and all that. Because, it's unnecessary. You need to focus specifically on the dance. I say, why? When you can make a superior form of art by honing in on so much more. There's so much more you could hone in on just on visual stimuli alone. Having regular old unitards and tutus, just plain Jane, just so that way we can focus on the dance itself. I get it. I understand. However, it does leave plenty to be desired for. What the fuck is this? Oh, is this is... Okay, I see. I was wondering what the fuck this weird line was on screen, but I figured it out. Anyway. Let me get some rusty purple going on here. Or wine red, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Perfecto. So, the ideas I had for the ballet, I figured, well, the only thing I've really got going on is trying to make, video games constantly that do not exist. Here's a character. It's not a character, it's a monster. It's the Odd Wolf. History lesson. This was one of the first gimmicks I had. This was my gimmick, except it kind of didn't look that way. But I used to draw this character all the time. And if you give me a moment, I'll draw this character again. It's a very straightforward experience. You could draw this on your own if you wanted. It's so simple. No? With the little back hairs. You gotta get the sharp ass teeth into a wild smile. Two big ol' staring eyes. This ear is behind the head, while this one is in front. So this one kind of gets to swoop down. It's a little trick for you to create artificial depth. It's got a little goatee joint going on there, and then you get the teeth on the inside. And you fill in the eyes and the ears and the mouth with pink. This was kind of a combination of what was that album? Orchestra of Wolves by Gallows. The artwork from that inspired this. It was inspired also by Go-Go Hypergrind, the main character, Decker. It's a combination of both of those things into my desire to have some sort of, you know, a mascot of sorts to constantly replicate. It seemed like everyone had like their own little mascot. I wanted to get in on that. You know, Kiwi Monster. Or I guess it's just Kiwi, Buff Monster, and all of them. There's the motherfucker's nose. Here he is. There's the motherfucker. Normally I'd color the rest of them black. But there he is. The original Oddwolf. Yeah. Anyway. So, I've been sleeping on that character for a long time, and I decided to bring him back. Resurrected the damn thing. Bring him back from the dead. Anyway, so the ballet I had in mind kind of sees a player of a game walking through a terrain trying to conquer, overcome, master the game, beat it, only to become a part of it. I kind of had this idea a while ago when I was asked to be exploited for the lowbrowsing. It was 80s horror films. That was the theme. And you know, I accepted because at the time I wasn't jaded by any of it yet. I am now. And it is exactly why I refuse to work on anyone else's projects ever again, unless I've determined them to be of some benefit or value to me. And by benefit or value, I mean, you know, for artistic merit, furthering my career in that way. I think that's an important thing to take into consideration. I haven't almost most of my life, most of my career as an artist. I've been so caught up chasing the dollar and chasing follower count. These are arbitrary things to be worried about as an artist. The first thing you should be worried about as an artist, as the name implies, is art. The fact that I wasn't is kind of an issue. I seek to rectify this at once. So I am. Trying to, anyway. I've made it into a kind of religious experience for me, you see. You know, now that I think about it, I kind of do like streaming like this. There's no one around to talk to. That's good. I like this specifically because I always want to record videos for my channel. But that requires editing, that requires scripting, requires me storing that data on my phone. My phone doesn't have a whole lot of room to begin with. What am I to do? So this is a nice kind of alternative, I suppose. I get to make a video and I don't even need to store it onto my phone. That's a good thing, you know? I do want to know how much time has elapsed. What is that? I can't tell. 26 minutes. Neat. These things usually crash in about an hour. This app, I mean. So that idea I had on the lowbrow zine, it was for a game called Death Spell. And I figured, you know, what could be more 80s than having a horror movie or a kind of action horror movie that features an old game cartridge, or not an old, I guess at this time it would be a new game cartridge that would devour one's soul, and you'd have to save the kingdom if you want to be free, you know, kind of like a combination of the Labyrinth, not Fantasia, Phantasm. What was Hellraiser? Yeah, kind of like that, in a sense, where you get trapped in an alternative universe. Silent Hill, even though that's not 80s, but still. Jumanji, I don't think that's 80s either. Have a little Goonies to it, because adventure. Let me make sure this is spread out nice. 100% wet medium forever. So I figured this ballet is going to kind of follow that same storyline, more or less. Either that or I'm just going to write poetry that follows that general story arc. See if I can't make it sound like an epic poem like Gilgamesh or something, you know. I don't want it to be like gimmicky. That's the thing. You know, these days, when you hear shit like that, when you hear plots like that, you immediately assume, oh, it's just a gimmick. It's just a little shit. No. This is my life. This is what it's about here in Skull Woods. Okay, Skull Woods might be a gimmick, but when it cuts down to the actual content that is portrayed in Skull Woods, now that's truth. That's reality. That's the real deal. The fact? Just knock something down and I don't even know what. Who goes there? What's down here? Need this flashlight over here. Give me some sight. What could possibly been the thing that been done just fell down and shit. Was it the scissors? I don't fucking know. Wasn't a brush, so that's good. As long as it wasn't, God forbid it was a brush. I'd have a conniption if it was. And by you, I mean me. I mean, I might as well be talking to me whenever I say you. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, jeez. Oh dear. Oh, Lord. There's this pool of watery black. Ow! Sorry. It's King Gizzard reference. Let me make sure this water gets to move around freely. Make sure it takes up territory other than the territory that it was taking up. In fact, I should probably be using a fan brush for this. Yeah, fan brush. Yeah, get this hair out of here. It's dog hair. Leave. Bastard. Yeah. Yeah, fan brush. Yeah, yeah. I never really seem to find enough excuse to use this. Even though I feel like I find just enough excuse to use this brush. This is a good brush. It's got perfect use. Look at that. Not that you could really make it out all that much. Maybe if I dim the lights just a bit, that might help. What the fuck is the problem now? Ah, jeez. I'm all tangled in wires. Come on. Come on. There you go. Oh no! Oh. Wires will be the death of me one day, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm 100% A-okay with that. Analog forever. Hardwired or not wired at all. And when I say not wired at all, I don't mean wireless bastards with their wirelessness. How dare you? How dare you impose your convenience upon me? Fill me up with worry and all sorts and kinds of paranoia. How dare. So, I mentioned poetry. I did write a few lines here. I don't like them, but I'll recite them briefly, just so that way we can continue this conversation about my writing a goddamn ballet. And in digital slate you entrust your name, press towards your fate. A moonless night till fantasy game swiftly loads your sight. Yet tunic and armor, steel-armed being stands through grass and arbor. Step ye further in a world that's singing and see if you can conquer. Gold-green grass-tiled path adorned by stones and vessels of wrath, washed in sunset bath. Orange tones now brace for planned war craft. Creatures so foul with crude bone arms, with unnatural growl. One's twisted scowl raises the alarm. The rest come for battle. Sorry, my handwriting's kind of fucking me up here. And slay them you will, flood the bodies with sword for thrill. A reward for the kill, golden rubies, and grasp on your skill. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Could use vast improvements. Definitely. Might need to change the rhythm too. I don't really like that rhythm. I feel like that rhythm it's too... It feels like that rhythm is too jabby. You know, like the music that's playing right now. This is the kind of sonic experience I would want. Also, I wanna try something here. See if this doesn't fix my issue that I'm having, because that looks really bright and blurry, but if I do this, it's a little more tolerable. Not much, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna complain. There we go. See if I can't get this centered. But anyway, the sound of that poem so far, that work in progress, it just sounds so aggressive. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be aggressive. Sorry, give me a moment here. I'm attending to a coin that I was processing yesterday. There we go. Now it's almost impossible to not tell which side is which. That's tails, that's heads. Maybe that's heads. I don't know. Call it. It's tails. Damn it! I lost. Heads you win. Tails you win. I was talking to myself in the mirror right there, so no matter what I chose, I won. There's a mirror over there. There's a mirror right there. There's a mirror right there. Plenty of mirrors just to help bounce magical energy all over the place. Also because I am the only company I have. It's nice to trick the mind into thinking that there's somebody else here, even though you know that somebody else and the reflection of the mirror is you. Anyway, so here's a creature inspired by Star Tropics, the enemy known as Bonehead. It's a nice little vulture creature. Well, the bonehead thing, I think, is more of an ostrich. I made mine a kind of combination of both not ostrich, of oh shit, what is it? A vulture, I just said, and peacock. Peacock, cock, cock. I'm trying to give it some secondary colors here. You know, for aesthetic purposes. Because you know me, I love me them as them fucking secondary colors. I mean, look at that. That's all secondaries. You got your purple, you got your green, you got your orange. It's fucking secondary city. I'm going to have to break away from that eventually. I can't just keep relying on those. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. My house was blue. It cooked right through. Greenhouse heat death. Oh wait. I'm pretty sure it's come with me inside, but you know what? I'm not going to complain about my inability to remember those lyrics. Here's some fucking galaxy colors going up on here. Oh shit. They need to be rectified a little bit. Some beautiful other colors. Get some rainbow shit going on here. There we go. I've never seen a peacock with such asymmetrical feathers, but you know what? Fuck it. This is my world. You're just living in it. Where's the loyalty? That phrase I just said made me think, oh shit, I just called myself God, and then that song popped in my head. That's one of those songs you listen to and it just makes you feel powerful. That's why I like it so much. It's good. I like it. Give me more of this orange. Orange. This RNG. Need more orange. I don't feel like I have enough. There we go. There's a bit of this wonderful, totally not rip-off of the give this mane some color. This collar. This chunk of paint. Get back in there. I don't want you. No. Chunk of paint, please. Paint chunk, please. Now what? Oh, that was a Sharpie. That was a Sharpie that time. Maybe the previous thing that fell was also a Sharpie and I just don't know where it landed. Yeah. There we go. Now, let's get some of this white to pale it the fuck out. For a superb effect. Put most of the white right here in the front, and the rest can mingle elsewhere. Congratulations! Me, I have made burb. Skull Raptor. Descendant of raptors. The almighty fearsome burb. Add some white in here just to thicken this up. Thick. Help hide those hideous pencil lines. Just kidding, pencil lines, you know I love you. I'm just playing, America. You know I love you. You know I love you. Yeah. Gradiente. Yeah. Almost looks like this skull is blushing. Its crushes before it. Skull crusher. Yeah. Bone saw is ready. Anyway. How long has it been now? And what is the temperature of my phone? It has been 51 minutes and 30 seconds. Interessant. And the phone temperature is quite warm. So that tells me I have 9 more minutes or less. About 9 minutes. So we'll put this bastard aside. Yeah. And guess we can pull this one out. Yeah, but before I do that, let me put you aside more to the side somehow. Oh jeez. There's really not a whole lot of places I can put these things. You're dry. You can go there. So I need to maneuver some things around just to prevent fucking this up too badly. A little fuck up I can handle. Big fuck up and I'll have a conniption. It's word for the day, conniption. Test coming up this Friday, vocab test. We have so far learned ballet and conniption. Conniption is to have a fit, by the way, for those who don't know. So, it's education. It's time for education. And this piece shall be the last I do on stream, and then I'm going to go take a humongous dump, so I'll just touch up a few things here and there. That's what I'm going to do. I had smaczna jajko kanapka earlier today. Usually I only use 2 eggs, but this time I used 3. Some onion. Was very generous with the mayonnaise. Some cheddar cheese. It was good. Mwah, delicious. It's bellissimo. I don't know what bellissimo. What does bellissimo mean? Before I start smacking down paint. Bellissimo. Very beautiful. Oh. Never mind. Well, I guess, you know what, that's fine. That works. I need some of this white and this gray. We're going to apply it down here in the waters down below. I need more white. Can't just let the darkness get away with being the predominant force. It needs to be tamed. I've fucked up this water numerous times. Okay, maybe not fucked up, but I thought it was done, and then I decided to do something else to it, and then it became not done. So hopefully, I'll finally take it just that much closer to being done. This time. I'll get you this time. Ugh. I finally figured out what the storyboarded plot for a porno animation that I want to make for promotion purposes, of course. I figured out, or I had storyboarded it a little bit the other day. You never really get promo porn these days. What the hell's that about? That's a market you could all be tapping into and no one does. Why? Why are we not tapping into that industry? Into that marketplace? Is it because sex is too taboo for some of you? Come on, get it together. It's 2018. Come on, feminism's on the rise and shit. Yesterday's sluts are today's heroes. Let's get on. But then you call them sluts and then they're like, oh, excuse me? No. I just want to be free to have sex with lots of these patriarchal men or some shit. I'm just fucking with you. Let's get this last little bit. Sorry. But real talk though, I did come up with an idea to promote Swords and Dragons in a pornographic animation. Should be good, except I'm not that much of an animator, so it's going to be questionably good. The quality remains to be seen. All the little things of the water. Except I kind of fucked up over here. A little minor fuck up. I'll touch that up later. Okay, I need to go, so I'm going to do that. Here's this piece up close. Listen to that. Yeah, wow. Good shit. Here's 2 more like it. You got your great night items. You've been dazed. This one's going to be a nice little psych fest. And then one that is almost completely black. So you might notice we're kind of gradiating through varying shades of gray here. I recently picked up the novel 50 Shades of Anyway. That's the title of the book, 50 Shades of Anyway. But you have to put that huge space between of and anyway. This joke is going nowhere. I am going to go now.